Hello, all of my Lang friends. I hope that you have been enjoying the teachers reading stories to you. Today is finally my turn, and I have a friend with me today. Some of you might know who this is. This is Skippy Jon Jones, and I love reading Skippy Jon Jones books. For one thing, they're really silly and I also really, really love cats. Now, some people think that Skippy Jon Jones is a dog, but he is not a dog. He is a Siamese cat who likes to pretend he is a Chihuahua. So, if you have heard this story before, you can give me a connection sign. And if you haven't, then this will be a fun first read for you. So, this is the first Skippy Jon Jones book. There are other ones as well, but I thought I would read this one in case you haven't heard it before. Skippy Jon Jones by Judy Schachner. So, she's both the author and the illustrator of this story. She's pretty talented. Every morning, Skippy Jon Jones woke up with the birds. And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath." Skippy Jon Jones is acting like he's a bird right now. The lecture went on and on as usual. "You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse or a grouse, not a moose or a goose, not a rat or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. Skippy Jon Jones does not look too pleased. But once he was alone, Skippy Jon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippy Jon Jones, and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth, from a gigantic bounce, Skippy Jon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippy Jon Jones. What was that? So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." Back on land, Skippy Jon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippy Jon Jones began to sing in a muy soft voice. "My name is Capito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes, indeedo." Back in the kitchen, Jujubelle, Jezebel, and Jillyboo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can Skippy Jon come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippy Jon Jones wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. He's thinking about being a Chihuahua. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road far, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a misterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay, caramba! Who goes there?" asked Skippy Jon Jones. We go by the name of Los Chimichangos, growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. Who are you? I am El Skepito, the great sword fighter, said Skippy Jon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. Why the mosquito, dude? Asked Poquito Tito. I go incognito, said Scabito. Do you like rice and beans? Asked Pintolito. See, I love mice and beans, said Scabito. He might be the dog of our dreams, whispered Rosalita. Perhaps, said Tia Mia, if he knows the secret password. Leaning toward Don Diego, El Scapito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Chu, Pichu! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Scapito. Then it is true, decreed Don Diego. Yip, yippee, yippito! It's the end of Alfredo Buzito. Scapito is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad Bumbalito. Then all the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. What do you think a fiesta is? They're having a fiesta. Fiesta means party. Then they took a siesta. Siesta is a nap. They're so tired from their fiesta, they had to take a siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great Bumbalito for Scapito to see. A hush grew over the chimichangos so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Buzito, whispered the crowd. El Blimpo, Bumbalito, Bandito. See, said Poquito Tito, the bandito steals our frijoles. Not your beans, cried Scapito, outraged. See, Poquito continued. Red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly, too. So the bandito steals all their beans. And now he comes for us, Poquito added. ¿Por qué? Asked Capito. Why? He asked. Because we are full of beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, yo quiero frijoles. That means I love beans. Huh? Asked Capito. The dude just wants his beans back, said Poquito Tito, and you are the dog for the job. Me? Asked Capito. Then all of the chimichangos turned towards Capito, the great sword fighter. But poor Scapito had no time for a plan because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamos, Scapito, or it is you the bandito will eat, they cried. Scapito stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then, in a muy soft voice, he said, My name is Scapito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Buzito flew straight for Scapito until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Ole frijoles! Cried Scapito as he thrust his sword into the air. Oh my. Pop! Suddenly, pop went the bandito, landing on Scapito's sword, and quicker than one could say Chihuahua's cheese and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Buzito, the Bumbalito bandito. All the beans are coming out that the Chihuahuas wanted back. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yippee, yippee, yippito! Our hero is El Scapito. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. But back at home, There was such a ruckus coming from Skippy Jon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Banguito, Crashito, Papito, Scapito, just in time to see Skippy Jon's closet exploding. And it looks like he was pretending that candy from his piñata were all the dogs and the beans. He was using his imagination. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippy Jon began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippy Jon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say good night, Skippy Jon Jones, called his mama. Buenos noches, mis amigos, said Skippy Jon Jones. Buenos noches means good night, and mis amigos means my friends. Good night, my friends. Buenas noches, mis amigos. So, Skippy Jon Jones is super, super good at using his imagination to entertain himself. He went to his closet and he pretended to be a chihuahua and he pretended to go to a different land. So, I want to challenge you today to use your imagination to come up with a cool game that you create, just like Skippy Jon Jones created in his story. I hope you all have a good day, Lang friends. Bye-bye.